Have you ever felt like you're just going through the motions, like you're on a treadmill, running hard, but not really going anywhere? That was me. My name is Alex. And for years, my life was a series of checklists. Get good grades. Check. Land a decent job. Check. Buy a car. Pay the bills. Save for retirement. Check. 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 I was so focused on the next step that I forgot to look around at where I was. My wake-up call came in the most unexpected way. I was visiting my grandfather, a man who had lived a life full of adventure, laughter, and a few good-hearted mistakes. He was in his late 80s, and his body was frail, but his eyes still had that spark. We were sitting on his porch, watching the sunset paint the sky in shades of orange and purple. I was complaining about a stressful week at work, about deadlines and office politics. He listened patiently, then looked at me and said, "Alex, I once climbed a mountain just to see the sunrise from the top. I once learned to tango in a dusty hall in Argentina. I once spent an entire summer just reading books under an old oak tree." He paused, taking a slow breath. "I don't remember the deadlines I missed or the meetings I aced. I remember the taste of the coffee in that little cafe in Paris, the feeling of the ocean breeze on a sailboat, the sound of my wife's laughter." He pointed a shaky finger towards the setting sun. "You see that? We all get a limited number of those. Don't spend them all planning for tomorrow, because one day, there are no more tomorrows." His words hit me like a ton of bricks. It was so simple, yet so profound. We're all on a one-way trip. The final destination is the same for everyone. That conversation changed everything. I didn't quit my job or sell all my belongings, but I started to live differently. I started saying yes to spontaneous road trips. I learned to play the guitar, badly at first, but with a lot of joy. I started taking my lunch breaks outside, just to feel the sun on my face. I reconnected with old friends, not through a text, but over a shared meal. I found joy not in the grand, epic moments, but in the small, everyday honest. The smell of rain on hot asphalt, the perfectly brewed cup of morning coffee, a shared smile with a stranger, a song on the radio that makes you want to dance in your car. These are the pixels that make up the beautiful picture of a life well lived. We get so caught up in the hustle, in the chase for more money, more success, more things. We tell ourselves, "I'll be happy when I get that promotion, when I buy that house, when I retire." But happiness isn't a destination you arrive at. It's the way you travel. Look, I'm not saying to abandon your responsibilities, pay your bills, plan for the future. But don't let planning for the future be the only thing you do. Don't postpone your joy. That book you've been wanting to read, start it tonight. That friend you've been meaning to call, pick up the phone right now. That hobby you've always been curious about. Watch a tutorial. Take a class. The truth my grandfather shared on that porch is a universal one. We all have an expiration date. And while we can't control the date, we can control how we spend the time we have. Are you building a resume, or are you building a life? Are you collecting possessions, or are you collecting memories? So, my challenge to you is this. Find one small thing today that brings you genuine, uncomplicated joy. Enjoy life. Be fully present for it. It could be watching the clouds, listening to your favorite album from start to finish, or truly tasting your food. Start there, because a life filled with beautiful moments begins with appreciating just one. Don't wait. Your life is happening right now, in this very breath. Enjoy the ride. Thanks for listening. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more stories. See you next time.